Welcome back. Today I'm introducing the great U.S. state of Michigan. Let's get started. Michigan slot machine casino gambling consists of 3 non-tribal commercial casinos in Detroit and 23 tribal casinos throughout the state. Caesars Windsor is just across the Canadian border from Detroit. A minimum payout return limit has been legally set for Michigan's non-tribal casinos. However, no actual payout return statistics are publicly available from either the non-tribal or tribal casinos. The minimum legal gambling age in Michigan depends upon the gambling activity. For land-based casinos, it's either 18 or 21. For poker rooms, bingo, the lottery, and for pari-mutuel wagering, it's 18. At land-based casinos, the minimum legal age for gambling is 21 if alcohol is served. Otherwise, it is 18. Further, the minimum legal age for gambling at Canada's Caesars Windsor is 19 years old, where all players are paid in Canadian currency. According to Michigan's gaming regulations, all slot machines at the Detroit casinos are controlled by a central computer. It is illegal for a slot machine to have a hardware switch to change payout return settings. In 1996, Michigan voters approved 3 licensed casinos for Detroit via a bill eventually approved into the Michigan Gaming Control and Revenue Act. It is legal to privately own a slot machine in Michigan if it is 25 years old or older. The Michigan Gaming Control Board, MGCB, regulates the non-tribal commercial casinos in Detroit. They also provide compliance oversight authority for tribal state compacts with Michigan's federally recognized tribes. American Indian tribes are sovereign nations. As such, the state of Michigan does not have general regulatory authority over tribal casinos, although the state has oversight authority of compliance with the state tribal compact provisions. The National Indian Gaming Commission and the government of the appropriate tribal community regulate Michigan's tribal casinos. The negotiated tribal state compact for each tribe is found on the Indian Affairs website for the Indian Gaming Compacts within the U.S. Department of Interior. Gaming regulations for Caesars Windsor in Canada are provided by the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario, a Crown agency of Canada. However, the Ontario gaming jurisdiction is the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, OLG. There are 3 non-tribal commercial casinos and 23 American Indian tribal casinos in Michigan. Also, across the Canadian border from Detroit is the very popular Caesars Windsor Casino. The largest casino in Michigan is the MGM Grand Detroit Casino in Detroit, having 3,500 gaming machines and 143 table games. The second largest casino is Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort in Mount Pleasant, having 3,330 gaming machines and 60 table games. Detroit's non-tribal commercial casinos are listed for your convenience on my website blog article for this state at professorslots.com/mi, along with a link to the website and location within the state. Michigan has tribal state compacts with 12 American Indian tribes, which have produced 23 tribal casinos with Class 3 Vegas-style games. At the end of 2017, these 23 tribal casinos had a total of 21,976 Class 3 electronic gaming machines. Tribal casinos in Michigan are a thriving business, and many major expansion projects are underway throughout the state. This is especially true for casinos in northern Michigan. Michigan's 23 tribal casinos are again listed for your convenience on my website blog article for the state at professorslots.com/mi. As an alternative to enjoying Michigan slot machine casino gambling, consider exploring casino options in a nearby state. Michigan is bordered by, to the north and east, the Canadian province of Ontario, to the south, Indiana and Ohio, and to the west, Minnesota, and by ferry across Lake Michigan, Illinois. To visit any of my articles on these U.S. states, simply visit professorslots.com followed by its 2-letter designation. For example, my Indiana slots article is available at professorslots.com/in. According to the MGCB Administrative Rules Section 27A on page 137, each slot machine must not have a payout return less than 80%, but no more than 100% unless otherwise approved by the Gaming Control Board. Further, payout return limits apply to playing skill-based electronic gaming machines perfectly without gameplay error. A rumored conversations with officials at the MGCB implied American tribal casinos have a minimum payout return of 75%. However, I can find no evidence of any such legal requirement within any existing state tribal compact provision. Actual payout return statistics from the 3 non-tribal commercial casinos in Detroit are not available to the public. Further, the tribes in Michigan don't release their actual payout return statistics to the public. The minimum payout return for Caesars Windsor and other casinos in the Canadian province of Ontario is 85%. For skill-based electronic gaming machines such as video poker, it is 88%. These limits apply to each wager and play available on the game. Further, Canada's OLG offers a slots brochure stating Ontario casinos have a maximum payout return percentage of 99.1%. They also state Ontario has an average payout return of 91.8%. In summary, Michigan slot machine casino gambling consists of 3 casinos in Detroit and 23 tribal casinos throughout the state. Caesars Windsor is a popular casino destination just across the Canadian border from Detroit. The payout return limits for Michigan's non-tribal casinos must be no less than 80%, nor more than 100% for each electronic gaming machine. No payout return statistics are available from any of Michigan's casinos. In the last year, one additional tribal casino has opened, the Ottawa Casino, Mackinac, in Mackinac City. Further, the Lac Vieux Desert Casino in Watersmeet was renamed Northern Waters Casino Resort. I'm John Friedel from the Professor Slots blog and podcast. Have fun, be safe, and make good choices. Bye.